was a busy sports weekend in the area, and we kick it all off in Long Pond. After a long time away, the sounds of engines could be heard as the IndyCar Series was back in Northeast PA. Our Nate Urgis was at the race and has more.
The Izod IndyCar Series returned to Pocono Raceway for the Pocono IndyCar 400. Some of the world's best drivers took on a 2.5-mile tricky triangle, and after 24 years, were sure not to disappoint.
Start those engines!
And with that, the green flag waved once again over the Izod IndyCar Series at Pocono Raceway. The 160-lap race started off with a bang when James Hinchcliffe brought out the first of the day's 2 cautions on lap 1. 5 different drivers led the way throughout the race for 16 different lead changes. Early on, it looked like a familiar name, Andretti, would be back in victory lane at Pocono. But fuel mileage would end that dominance, making a Marco Andretti fade back. Then it was New Zealand native Scott Dixon who was the one to catch. Dixon took the lead on lap 133 and did not turn back as he went on to win his 30th career race and first this season.
You know, it's nice to get back. You know, obviously to have the team sweep the podium is fantastic. You know, I was approaching year anniversary of my last win, so it was nice to get one out of the way this year and get back on the top spot of the podium.
The race wasn't only a win for Dixon, but a win for Chip Ganassi Racing, finishing 1, 2, 3, and getting the 100th win for Target.
I think more importantly, super excited for the team. You know, everybody's been working extremely hard, and to have, you know, a glimpse of something great and some you know, some things to be positive about. You know, hopefully we can keep this momentum rolling.
Not only was it a fuel race for Andretti, but for many teams as well, including Dixon.
The first stint, you're not really ever sure, you know, how accurate it is, but you know, once we got running there, stint, you know, 2 and 3, we knew we had a pretty sizable advantage.
With Dixon getting his first win at Nazareth and now winning at Pocono, ovals are starting to play in his favor.
I think we have a great mix, you know, throughout the season. You know, it's great to be adding ovals instead of getting away from them. You know, I think ovals are very important to, you know, the heritage and history of IndyCar and where it sort of came from. So, you know, I love the mix that we have, and hopefully next year we can add another 1 or 2 to the calendar.
And with not many tracks that Dixon likes on the circuit, he is hoping to continue coming back.
No, I think, you know, we've got to go to these circuits where, you know, there's a great fan base here, very knowledgeable fans, and for us, you know, for me, I don't know how the others feel, but, you know, I love the circuit. It's very challenging, it's very different, and you have to, you know, be good in you know, both 1 and 3, you know, opposed to sort of just getting one corner right. So yeah, I'll always be excited to come back to Pocono for sure.
Though the race did not draw as many fans as were expected, IndyCar looks to continue coming to Pocono for years to come. In Long Pond, for WYLN Sports, I'm Nathan Urgis.
Thousands of baseball fans came to PNC Field in Music over the weekend, including today, to catch a glimpse of future Hall of Fame shortstop for the New York Yankees, Derek Jeter, as he's rehabbing in a Rail Riders uniform. On Saturday, he played 5 innings on the field. Sunday, he was in the lineup as DH, and he got his first hit in their 6-2 win over the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. After his time on the field, Jeter spoke to the media about his outing and how he's ready to get back on the field after breaking his ankle 9 months ago.
Well, I just wanted to see pitches. I saw the ball well, just have good at-bats, but just get back out there. I mean, I pretty much tested it down in Florida these last couple weeks, especially in terms of doing everything, but you just have to do it in a game situation. So I just need to get games under my belt, but I don't feel as though there's any one particular thing I have to do. It's frustrating. You know, that's probably the biggest thing. I'm used to playing every single day. I don't like sitting out games when I'm healthy. I don't like sitting out games when I'm hurt. I don't like watching games. I want to be out there and I want to play. So it's been very difficult. It's the first time I've had to deal with it, which is fortunate. You know, most people, they play this long, they've had to deal with a few injuries. I've been pretty fortunate that this has really been my only major injury, but it's been frustrating, and I'm glad that I'm getting closer.
Jeter was back in the lineup tonight at leadoff and in the shortstop position. He reached first base off a throwing error. And he also walked and was thrown out after hitting to third base. He was replaced by Walter Ibarra in the 6th. There's no word if he'll be back for the Rail Riders tomorrow. Russ Kanzler is no longer listed on the Norfolk Tides roster. The Hazleton native and infielder for the AAA Orioles organization was designated for assignment on Saturday after the clubhouse signed infielder Alex Letty from the Seattle Mariners. Kanzler, he was batting .276 with 11 knocked out of the park and 49 runs batted in 86 outings. He has a little less than a week left to be claimed, traded, released, or outrighted by the Baltimore organization. Much more sports coming up in the second half, including Iron Pigs highlights. Stay tuned, but first, Anne's back with your top story recaps.